Assalamualaikum dear students. I hope you all are well and fine at home. Today we are going to start our chapter that is winds and cyclones. Okay. So first we will revise our topic wind. What is wind? Moving air is called wind. Okay. Now wind is a moving air, as I told you. Increased wind speed is accompanied by a reduced air pressure. Air moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where the pressure is low. Greater the difference in pressure, the faster the air moves. The warm air is therefore lighter than the cold air. That is the reason that the smoke goes up. Warm air rises at a place, the air pressure at that place is lowered. The cold air from the surrounding areas rushes in to fill its place. This sets up convection in air. Okay. Now here in the diagram you can see the movement of the warm and the cool air, how it moves. Now the next one that we have is the cyclones. So what is a cyclone? A huge revolving storm caused by winds blowing around a central area of low atmospheric pressure. Clear? In a cyclone, the winds spin around in an anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Clear? The air pressure on the earth is low. Point number 3, especially in tropical seasons, the winds can reach well over 200 km per hour and results in immense damage. Cyclones are smaller than anticyclones, but the wind speeds are much stronger. In the center of the cyclone, the eye, the wind speeds are much less. Now, the Bay of Bengal and the coastal areas around it down to the western coast of India are a cyclone affected region. Bangladesh is particularly affected by cyclone which cause a lot of destruction. So that was all about your two previous topics, and now we are going to start the new one, that is the anticyclone. Now what is anticyclone? A system where the pressure is higher at the center is termed as anticyclones. The air blows in outward from the central area. They are clockwise in northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in southern hemisphere. Clockwise in the northern hemisphere, as you can see in the picture, and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Now the question is, how are anticyclones formed? When weather is cold in the atmosphere, it falls towards the earth's surface. The weight of air increases, pressing on the earth's surface, which means the air pressure is high. Anticyclones are formed from an area of high pressure. As I told you, they tend to bring clear, settled weather. In an anticyclone, air descends and pressure increases. This brings very light winds which blow outward from the center in a clockwise motion. Clear skies and dry conditions because the air is descending and warming up. There are no clouds and no rain. Now there are some characteristics of anticyclones. I am repeating it once again, that relatively high pressure. On the weather maps, they are closed isobars with pressure increasing towards the center. Anticyclones move slowly and remain stationary over an area for several days or weeks. The air subsides, it means sinks. It warms, which leads to a decrease in relatively humidity. Is it equal to lack of cloud and dry condition? Now there is some summer anticyclones and winter anticyclones. What are the summer anticyclones and what are the winter anticyclones? In summer, you have hot days, blue skies, few clouds. In winter anticyclones, you have clear skies, cold because sun is low in the sky and there is no cloud cover. In summer, light winds, and in winter, you have also light winds. Is that clear? Now, cyclones and anticyclones, you have a difference. Cyclones, it is a low pressure system with surrounding of high pressure, and what are anticyclones? It is a high pressure system with surrounding of low pressure. Number 2, it blows anti-clockwise in northern hemisphere and it blows clockwise in the northern hemisphere. It blows clockwise in the southern hemisphere and it blows anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. It is associated with cloudy skies, heavy rainfall with stormy winds, and in anticyclones it is associated with clear skies, mild winds and dry conditions. It can cause great damage to lives and property if precautions are not taken. The weather is settled and pleasant. So this is the difference between the cyclones and anticyclones. Now we have tornadoes. Definition: a violently rotating column of air extending from the base of a thunderstorm down to the ground. How tornadoes form? The hot and the cold air mix and twist around each other to form a tube. The roaring winds go everywhere. Okay, signs of tornado: clouds move very quickly, loud roar or rumble sound that does not fade out, greenish blackish colored sky, hail followed after a calm wind or a powerful wind. Now, characteristics: tornadoes come in many shape and size, typically in the form of funnel shape. Most tornadoes have wind speed between 64 km per hour and 177 km per hour and stretch more than 75 meters across. They could travel a few miles before dissipating. Now you have some characteristic of tornadoes. Tornado classification. Tornadoes are classified as weak, strong and violent. Weak, usually rope-like and narrow. Strong, usually the classic funnel shape, and violent, usually have lots of debris associated with them and can. Now you can see different types of tornadoes. There are water spouts, storm beginners, dust devils, fire tornadoes. These all are different kind of tornadoes. Okay, types of tornadoes, you can see that water spouts means they form in the water. Dust devils made of dust and wind. Supercell tornadoes, the strongest tornadoes. Gust tornadoes, short and not dangerous. And fire will suck fire in the tornado and carries it to other places. Now, I will briefly explain you a much smaller but much more violent kind of cyclone is called a tornado or hurricane. These form over the sea and can be only a few hundred meters across, but wind speeds can be much as 400 to 600 km per hour. Number 3, sometimes they suck up a vast amount of water from sea to form a swirling column of water called a twister or water spout. Now, these tornadoes often move from sea to land where it can do great damage, destroying houses and lifting cars into the air for distance of over a kilometer. In Pakistan, a tornado is called an Andhi, and when it is over land, and a Tufan over the sea. In very dry places such as Balochistan, the twisting column of air sometimes suck up huge quantities of sand and is called a dust devil. So this was all about your today's lecture. Now I am coming towards your task that you have to read page number 13 and 14 today. and you have to write down the answer of define anticyclones, write a short note on tornado, and locate South Asian countries on the map of South Asia. The map is attached with your June task. Okay, girls, Allah Hafiz.